interesting. You could hear some of the different things she was saying. She said wabbit instead of rabbit, one instead of run, yike instead of like, mainly her R's and her L's. That's pretty common at that age. There's a few different reasons why kids can have mispronunciations like that. Sometimes it's normal development. Sometimes it could be the teeth alignment or hearing problems or even tongue-tied. If a child's tongue-tied, and you can see what that looks like here, they can't get the tongue to the top of the mouth or the lips, so they can't say the T's or L, so they mispronounce a lot of words. Or it could just be normal. As a child's developing their language, you know, there's a lot of different sounds that you learn how to make. Ma, 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 ba, 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 ta, ta, ta. Those are some of the easier ones, and so they come earlier. Some of the harder ones, the R's, the L's, those usually come around 3 or 4 years of age, and then the S's and the TH sound is probably the hardest, and that usually comes the latest, you know, age 4 or 5 or so.
Does it make a difference if the parents talk baby talk to you? Or
yes, exactly. That's one of the things. Yeah, you never. I know it's so cute to use their words and say, oh, and it's a cute wabbit and one, but no, you're just teaching. You're making them think that that's how the word's supposed to sound. So if a child is about age 3, and most easier than if you wait. You know, a lot of these problems, I have a feeling Alana's probably going to outgrow this anyways because she's still pretty young, but the fact that she's 5 and still not saying her L's and R's, you should at least get her checked out, because I bet you could get her speaking properly faster if you do some exercises with speech therapy.
Well, thanks for such a great question, and good luck. Our next question comes to us via our Facebook page from Linda in Evergreen, Colorado, and she writes, Dear doctors, no matter what I do, I have to pee all the time. Sometimes I even wake up in the middle of the night. Will I have to live with this for the rest of my life? Could there be something wrong? Well, we asked our friend urologist Dr. Jennifer Berman to help us answer this question and give Linda some great treatment options.
If you're experiencing urinary frequency and urgency, and that is accompanied by abdominal pain or back pain or fever, that is definitely an indication that there's an infection. Drinking cranberry juice can help to decrease symptoms. It also can be a result of medical conditions such as diabetes, MS, change in hormones, and there's even a medical condition called interstitial cystitis, which is inflammation of the bladder. And the other thing that you can do is to avoid foods that excite the bladder, such as caffeine, diet sodas, alcohol. Certain spicy foods can actually exacerbate bladder symptoms. The bottom line is monitor your fluid intake and see your doctor to rule out an infection or other cause.
Thanks, Dr. Berman and Linda, for your question. And our next question is an email from Vanessa in Miami, Florida. And she writes, Dear doctors, I'm a woman in my 40s and love milk. Recently, I started getting bloated and gassy after drinking it, though. How can I tell if these symptoms are temporary or a sign of a bigger problem? Well, you know, this is one of those things. I have a question. Anyone else develop symptoms after drinking milk or eating cheese, bloating, abdominal pain? A few people raise your hands. So a handful of people, and that's not produce more hydrogen gas. And it's a simple breath test. If it's positive, then you're likely to have lactose intolerance. But there are some steps you can take. One thing, you can take over-the-counter products. This can help digest that lactose. Other thing, if you drink milk with food, that will help. And then there's certain types of dairy products, yogurts and hard cheeses, that have smaller amounts of lactose. And in the end, you just have to figure out how much you can tolerate before you develop those symptoms, because no one wants to sit around being gassy and bloated.
No.
But admittedly, dairy products can be very good for you.
Well, actually, they're extremely important, and particularly for women. Women, on average, need about 1,200 milligrams of calcium a day. Really important to get that calcium. So there are alternatives to milk. You might want to do a smoothie, to do a rhubarb smoothie here, because it's got lots of calcium, and I think you have some smoothies, and we have some smoothies to try. These are excellent.
Rhubarb,
rhubarb smoothie. This will give you, because what you need to get 1,200 milligrams of calcium a day, there's about 300 milligrams in an 8-ounce glass of milk. So you need about 4 glasses of milk a day to get that 1,200 milligrams. So this rhubarb smoothie.
Kids need about 800 milligrams.
Yes.
So it's like, you know, 2.5, 3 servings of dairy.
This gives you about the same amount?
About the same amount. And this is really tasty. So if you don't like the taste of milk, then this is really tasty. Also,
I don't like rhubarb.
You don't like rhubarb?
You don't taste it. You don't taste it. It tastes like strawberry.
It's very sweet. It's really good. like strawberry.
With a little
Oh, that's
rhubarb
good.
in there.
Very good. Rhubarb.
You gotta give it a try.
You gotta talk this guy
It
into
is
things.
actually rhubarb strawberry smoothie, so the
Yeah.
strawberry kind of cuts
Strawberry
the rhubarb
makes
a
this
little bit.
fantastic.
And then there's also yogurt with dried apricots and currants. This, again, is equivalent to those 4 glasses of milk.
And the reason you mentioned the yogurt there is for someone who is just mildly lactose intolerant. They
We'll turn the rain off, and it's actually kind of a pleasant evening. Still lots of clouds overhead, but roads pretty well dried out. Pretty nice evening. I think there will be a little patchy fog developing late tonight, so beware of that come early tomorrow morning. Once that burns off, we're headed toward a good day. 49 degrees and partly cloudy here at noon. I think clouds increase a little bit late in the day as we get temperatures up into the low to mid-50s here during the afternoon with a light easterly breeze. Nothing to show you on Storm Track Live. Rain is going to come up from the southern part of the viewing area here during the nighttime hours tomorrow, in general after midnight. So tomorrow evening, I think will still be dry in most areas. Kalamazoo, tomorrow morning, I think skies will be mostly clear to partly cloudy. A little bit of patchy fog will start the day with a temperature of around 34 degrees. These current readings, still a lot of clouds across the southern part of the viewing area. Temperatures are generally in the low 40s. Off to the north, a little bit colder. There's still a few spots where there's some snow out there in the woods. Once you look at your forecast for 8 days, tomorrow, pretty nice day. There's about a 50% chance of rain tomorrow night after midnight, and a good bet for a shower or two to pass by here Friday morning. Heaviest rains will come over the weekend. There's a chance for showers and storms Saturday night, and especially Sunday night into Monday, with some heavy rain could fall. And look at that temperature of 76 degrees here on Sunday. We are overdue for one of those. Normally, our first 70-degree temperature comes at the end of March, and it hasn't happened yet for Grand Rapids anyway. It has for Kalamazoo and Battle Creek, but not here.
Might be able to get out in the yard this weekend.
I hope so. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Avoid the embarrassment and the hassles. Just fill out the easy application, and we'll approve you in no time. Get approved online, get a great car at drive time. Go for approval.com.
approve. We're back answering more of your biggest should I fix it or live with it questions. And our next question comes to us from Braden, who is joining us on the phone. So, Braden, what's going on, my friend?
Hey, doctors. Well, I'm currently a senior in college, and lately I've been having some issues with some heartburn. I've been getting this feeling like a nail's being pounded into my chest. I'm always being on the go because I'm always running late for class. Is there something I can do, or am I going to have to live with this forever?
Well, when do you usually get this sensation?
Usually I love spicy foods. I basically put hot sauce on everything I eat, or sometimes fast food. I get it. It's kind of random.
But it does seem to be after you eat a big fatty meal.
Yes, I would say so.
And the reason I'm asking you these questions is anytime someone says, "Oh, it feels like there's a nail in my chest," you're young.